What's going on, YouTube fam? This your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Definitely share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. Let's get right into the story. When you are a hopper or kid growing up as a young boy, many of us cling to the people we hang with, go to school with, and see every day. And for a lot of us, it was our homeboys. When you go outside to play football, basketball, or just get in a little trouble as a young man, your homies were the ones right there with you, creating unbreakable bonds a lot of times, or at least we thought back then. As everybody starts to grow, mature into teens, things can get a little bit complicated and groups can get divided. Your circle of friends might split. This one might move away, this one might jump into the streets, or you and your closest homeboy could fall out, the one you were in the sandbox with. And early on, even as a teenager, I realized the reasons most young and older men that were once friends fall out is usually over females or money. We all grew up knowing the bro code. We could share clothes, get money together, and even have fun with different females. Once that title comes into play, my girlfriend, that means my main. It's feelings involved and she is off limits. Some friends respect that and won't never try your girl. They might even look at her as a sister. But sometimes as men, our competitive nature and love for women will tell us if she with it, that's just what it is. Even if it's my homie, main girl. Because we feel at that point, she is choosing and is not to be trusted anyway. But that kind of thinking can throw a cross between you and your friend. And if one person feels played or backdoored by two people they once loved, the outcome could be dangerous. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Memphis Tennessee to discuss a case of a man accused of getting rid of his homie because he started a relationship with his baby mother. Back in 2022, Darnell Applin was a 25-year-old man living in Memphis. Darnell was originally from Michigan, but had relocated south when he was younger. As the young man got older, he would find himself working hard to try to support his 2 kids. Being a young father, Darnell picked up a trade as an electrician, working in Tennessee. Everything seemed on the up and up for the man. He had his kids, a good job, was building a solid foundation, and a close-knit family. But Darnell's world would get tricky when he decided to branch off to a new relationship with a young lady who we will call Bridget for the sake of this story. It seemed pretty normal for a young man and woman to date. There was a big problem with the scenario. Bridget was the ex-girlfriend and baby mother of Darnell's homeboy and best friend, 24-year-old LaMarcus Smith. Darnell and LaMarcus knew each other for years, to the point they met each other's families, always was together, even calling each other cousins. Pretty much had a solid brotherhood. But somewhere in the mix, LaMarcus and his child's mother had fell on bad terms, leaving the relationship pretty much over. And even though he moved on to a new woman and another serious relationship, the man would become furious after hearing his best friend and baby mother were kicking it on a romantic level. Being seen by associates, both men knew Bridget and Darnell would be together daily, riding through the city in her car. LaMarcus would address the situation with Darnell, but not getting the response he was looking for. It quickly went from, "You my mans, how could you cross that line?" to threats over Facebook. LaMarcus would hit Darnell up often, sending messages about Bridget, basically letting him know, "I don't care that y'all are together," but it was a dirty move. But eventually, it turned to keep your girl on a leash before something happens to you. Darnell would brush it off as LaMarcus just being in his feelings, but he clearly knew their friendship was over. But thinking LaMarcus was in a new serious relationship himself, that the situation would die down. But he was wrong. On December 29th, 2022, Bridget and Darnell went out sliding through the city. It was on a late night, They were in her whip close to about 2 a.m. As they hit North Watkins Avenue, the car was ambushed. Someone popped out the cut and shot multiple times, striking Darnell before fleeing the scene. Bridget would call Memphis police in a panic as they responded to the location to find Darnell suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He would be rushed to a local hospital, but unfortunately passed away from his injuries. Police spoke to Bridget, who claimed she didn't know who and why someone would target them, and they were just riding around. At first, friends and family of Darnell were in shock and confused. As his mother claimed, everyone loved the young man. LaMarcus even seemed hurt he lost his homie, making posts letting his followers know it's not worth it to beef with your right-hand man over petty situations, stating how much he missed Darnell, even sharing the GoFundMe link Darnell's family created, telling people to go donate. At first, it all seemed genuine until Darnell's mother found threatening messages all in her son's Facebook. She quickly turned them over to local police, and the account was to a man named Cash Street Mac. After realizing the profile belonged to LaMarcus, a warrant was put out for the man for making threats, and on January 9th, 2023, he turned himself in. He admitted he did send the messages and that was his account, but claimed to have no knowledge who shot Darnell, stating he just wanted his once best friend to see he was feeling some kind of way over the betrayal. While in interrogation, detectives went to question LaMarcus's new girlfriend and search her home. Inside, they found 2 Taurus 9mm, the same gun used in the hit on Darnell. That's when the new girlfriend told police LaMarcus confessed to her about the whole situation. That night of the hit, he stole her guns, tracked down Darnell, and shot him over crossing the line and being with his baby mother. That was enough for the threat charges to be upgraded to first-degree hit, and LaMarcus was taken into custody and held without bail. Darnell's family was shocked as the 2 young men were so close they once called each other family. As his first court date came around, LaMarcus listened with a straight face as the judge read out the serious charges and the amount of time he was facing, which if convicted would be life in prison. As of now, this case hasn't made its way to trial yet, and LaMarcus is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Darnell. I send my prayers and condolences to his family and his 2 kids that have to grow up without their father. In this situation, it's hard to say who was right and who was wrong. Darnell definitely broke the bro code by getting in a relationship, not with your homeboy as girlfriend, but the mother of his child. The baby mother was also wrong and super messy for entertaining her baby father's homeboy. And LaMarcus didn't have to take it that far, to the point you allegedly got rid of your homie and now probably will be gone for decades. But I could definitely see how he felt betrayed. Not making excuses for the man because he simply could have cut off his baby mother and homeboy, but he probably felt they been creeping. He probably was questioning the paternity of his child with her and all, to the point it probably was driving the man crazy. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you were in a situation like this, how would you carry it? And remember, we gotta succeed not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, crazy story. But yeah, I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. This another episode of Hood Tales. This your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.